This is my September journal page. Here are some of the things that I've collected this month. So let's get into this.
Welcome to Solitary RPG.
The month of September was a bit challenging for me. Unfortunately, I got sick during the month of September. I had a major home repair with my sprinkler system basically breaking and flooding my yard and the park in front of my house. So I spent a lot of time fixing sprinkler systems and all this other stuff. Plus, I had a vacation planned in September. So it was a bit of a challenging month. I didn't get a lot of gameplay done this month. However, I did pick up some new items, some things that I pre-ordered from some companies, some new products that were released, and some old products that we'll talk about, plus some items that I wanted to add to my collection. So let me clear my desk and we'll just start kind of going through everything I did this month. Let's start with something a little bit fun. My wife and I had a vacation planned. We went to Disneyland. Let me show you a little photo. There's me outside of the Haunted Mansion, which has all been decorated up with the Nightmare Before Christmas, which is my favorite time to go through the Haunted Mansion. I think it's a wonderful attraction. Actually, this part of the park, the queue line is being renovated, so you actually had to go in and get in their virtual queue to get into the Haunted Mansion. But yeah, there's a little snapshot of me. We go to Disneyland quite a bit. Normally, I don't buy a lot of stuff at Disneyland. It's a little bit overpriced, but I did see these cool collector's coins. And these are off of Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously. You can see the Jolly Roger, and it says Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is something new I haven't seen at Disneyland. They're just like Disneyland attraction coins, and on the back there's an image of the attraction. So this one has a pirate on the back of it. They're all a little bit different, and some of them I can't really make out because the detail's not really crisp, but this looks like a pirate against a block wall of some sort. But yeah, I just thought these were kind of cool. A little bit on the spendy side for these coins were like $20, but then again, a corn dog at Disneyland is $10. So I guess these are cheap in comparison. But yeah, I figured I'd pick these up and maybe use them for like Pirate Borg or the Castaway or something like that, just as either markers or something like that. And obviously, I always pick up a new map when I go to Disneyland because it's always changing and evolving. And these maps are just kind of cool. I used them for my zombie game that I played last year, Zombicide. So, yeah, a little trip to Disneyland to celebrate my wife's birthday. Something old but new to my collection is Outdoor Survival. This is one of those things I never had in my collection, and it is a classic supplemental piece of material for old school gaming because this actually has a map in it that you can use for overland adventures that many people back in the 70s, this is the only thing that was available, so they bought this game for that map. But it also has some pretty cool mechanics just for playing an outdoor survival game, which you can actually use in any of your role-playing games. One of the reasons I picked this up, and I don't know if I talked about this, was because of my Gen Con trip. At Gen Con, they do these auctions and flea market things, and this was sitting in the flea market shelf where you could just go in and buy it, and it was like had a $5 price tag. I'm like, well, hell, I'll buy that for $5. And I picked it up and I went through and looked at everything else, got up to the register, and the guy was like, oh, that's supposed to be an auction item, that's not supposed to be out there, and basically took it from me and said, tough shit. So I never got it, and I was a little disappointed in the way it was handled. It would have been kind of cool if they're like, it's supposed to be an auction, let me go ahead and get into the auction, we'll put it up next or something like that. But I don't run Gen Con, so I don't know why that was the way it was, but it was. Anyways, I still desired to have this in my collection even after that experience. So I found it on eBay for like 25 bucks and picked it up. It does have a little damage to the box right here, but this is an old game, so it will work just fine for the purpose because I've been looking at a lot of OSR games and toying around with them. I have some concepts I want to explore with OSR, and I want to use this map, kind of going back to some of those roots of the way we used to game back in the day. So I picked it up. Another thing that arrived were all of the items I ordered from Tower House Creative in the bundle package. I did a little video talking about some of the Knoll dice and shared about the little bundle package. Well, here it all is. It arrived. Elton is an awesome content creator for products like this. And I finally got my physical copy of Bell Whispers. I will be trying to figure out like some sort of a giveaway for the Fate Mill dice and probably the Didac D20s. I'm keeping the D4. I haven't opened and read the story yet. Again, life has been pretty hectic for me, so maybe I'll do that today. Dragonbane Path of Glory arrived. This was I believe it was a pre-order. I don't think this was a Kickstarter. I could be wrong. Free League does some weird stuff. Some things go on Kickstarter, some things are just pre-order. They're very inconsistent with what goes where, and I can't keep up with what they're doing. However, this arrived, and this is just an adventure for Dragonbane. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I haven't even read through it yet. For solo play, it might work, but I am collecting the Dragonbane stuff as it comes out because I am impressed with the artwork and the quality of the books and just everything they have to offer. So, and there's usually something inside of these, if it's just a map or dungeon or something that can always be used, new character class maybe. Sometimes they just add a little bit of information into these adventure books that you can pull and use in your regular games. But yeah, this arrived. Max Moon Games had an expansion for 12 years, and it came with this cool box to put all my other content in for 12 years. So it was just a little expansion, nothing really earth-shattering. But for me, it was more about the box because this just looks really cool with that metallic purple. And I can put all the 12-year content inside this box along with character sheets and any of the little additions that I add to this game. And I'm really I talked about this in one of my more recent videos when I talked about Memento Mori, about us getting these box games and having a place to keep all of our content. And I like it when the boxes are themed for the game that we're actually playing. So yeah, really cool stuff. And it's a nice box. I like it. It's got a little lip. I don't know if you can see it. Little lip going around like that. It's got a magnetic closure. And this is probably just glued down on the corners like the Warhammer Quest box. If you followed my channel and saw me put that together, it's probably that style of a box. But it's really neat. And it's got a good shelf presence with the end of it. So yeah. Speaking of boxes, here's two more boxes. Hostile Waters and the Black Madonna for Twilight 2000. These two expansions add a little bit. Well, Hostile Waters adds all kinds of new mechanics to Twilight 2000. Black Madonna is going to add some new encounters, cards to your collection, and it gives you a little story narrative that you can play out, but all kinds of cool maps that you can use for your games. So each one of these, they're nice little additional expansions. My intentions are to bring Twilight 2000 back to the channel. This series I did, or this video I did, a long time ago, it's like one of my first videos, is still my most popular video. None of my other videos have really done anything close to what my Twilight 2000 videos have done. So I figured, since I did it so long ago, I have grown as a solo RPG player. I've learned, new tools have come out like Fate Mill Dice and Didact D20s and Oracles. And there's just so many new things that I want to go back and revisit some of my older videos that I did and kind of spark some new interest in them and try some new mechanics and just try some new things. So one of the reasons I picked this up, I don't plan to do water adventures, but there's new weapons and there's just some new things that I can add to the Twilight 2000 mechanics. So yeah, that's just kind of a overview of everything that kind of went on in the month of September for the channel. We had some good videos that we put out talking about some new products, and yeah, that's kind of where everything's at. But I will continue moving forward with everything that I've been doing and just take things one step at a time. So thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.